back to our channel.
Hey guys, we are Hanco and Kaytie and we do reaction videos and vlogs and reviews.
And whatever we want. Today we're going to be reviewing Thor Ragnarok for the first time, and let me tell you why.
Haha!
So Hanco and I do RuPaul's Drag Race reviews, and I'm a super RuPaul's Drag Race fan, and Hanco watches it with me because he's a great boyfriend. So I thought, he's a huge Marvel fan, I'm going to support him and I'm going to start watching Marvel movies, and we're going to get into the story, and eventually we want to watch and do a short review of every single Marvel movie in the right order.
Because we were sitting in the cinema watching Thor Ragnarok and we were enjoying it.
Yes.
And then Thor went to Doctor Strange.
Yes, and Doctor Strange is like
her favorite
my
movie.
favorite Marvel hero, but you know, that's not saying much since I only know 3 of them.
Yeah, but it's still the best movie you've watched so far.
Whether it's Marvel or not, Doctor Strange is my favorite movie ever.
Yeah. And seeing him in Thor, I was like, we could really do a lot of videos on Marvel movies.
Because there's just so much to talk about, and it's so fun to talk about it with people who enjoy it. Because I'm new to this. I'm going to have to learn from Hanco and from you guys.
Yeah.
And I really want to get into the Marvel universe because it's such a big part of pop culture. It's such a big part of everyone's lives. We all have our inner geeks. I mean, I'm a Pokemon nerd, so I thought I know I will enjoy Marvel, especially because I'm such a huge fan of Doctor Strange.
So yeah, we're gonna do Thor Ragnarok, just an hour away, it's just us.
So let's start the review / discussion with the most important question. Thor or Loki?
Thor.
Loki! I loved Loki in this movie. I think he was funny, I think he was realistic, like he's actually a good guy, but he's just mischievous. And well, obviously you guys know I haven't seen him in other movies. This was the first movie I think I've seen him in.
But you just assumed he was a bad guy.
But I love him in this movie, and between the two they were definitely my favorite.
Oh, they are so funny. I mean, this whole movie was just comedy over blast comedy.
There was a lot of comedy, a lot of hilarious moments where I felt like I couldn't stop the tears because I was laughing so much.
There was more laughs than a normal comedy movie.
Yes, I literally laughed more than I laughed in what is a comedy movie that everyone knows. But I laughed a lot to the point where I almost thought you're taking it too far. This
you will see if we rewatch Marvel movies now again, alright? And you come in from the start with Thor from the beginning. Thor is like drama.
Yes, that's
drama,
what I expected.
Action, lightning. That's the previous Thor movies.
Thor is he's the main god. He's like the shit. And then in this movie he was like funny and hilarious, and but I also think maybe because from what I understood from the movie is he was spent some time on Earth. So maybe, he changed a lot, so that's fine. It's just, for example, in the first part of the movie, that thing where he spins around and then he's like, okay, wait, actually I'm not doing this on purpose.
Yeah, the chain just spins around. Wait, hold it.
Hold up.
Spins around.
I really feel like we had a moment there. It was just once too much. I don't know. I expected a little bit more seriousness from Thor.
I think in the beginning it's fine.
I just feel like they could have kept it more subtle and I would have loved it just as much. Not that I didn't love it, I just feel like...
But it is kind of like a setup movie for Infinity War and the whole Avengers thing. This was kind of like that moment when he said the team's name is Revengers.
There were just times when I wish it was a little bit more serious, and you mentioned it yourself, for example, when...
By the end.
When Asgard, when Asgard explodes. Asgard. It should have been, in my opinion, a more serious or emotional moment, and then 2 seconds after that, they made a joke.
I mean, it's fine if you make a joke, because Korg was hella funny.
When it's Korg, this is me.
He was brilliant. He was so funny. When you have a dramatic moment like that, I mean, yeah, Odin said, Asgard is a people, not a place. And then Asgard stole Thor's home.
No, but I just feel like I wanted a little bit of more time to mourn. Asperg. But see, here I am joking about it when it's actually a serious thing.
I know, and also Thor's three team things, except the lady Sif that wasn't there. Hela just appeared and Thor's team died. They played a big role in previous
That was very
movies.
quickly. I feel like I should have. I don't know. There was more to it than that.
It was his team, and she's just
dead.
And then another
He died.
joke. I'm just a janitor.
I'm just a janitor. Okay, but I have a question about Hela.
Alright.
So I'm gonna probably ask a lot of questions throughout these reviews /
Yeah,
discussions
we're just
because you guys need to teach me. I'm new to all of this.
Yeah.
And I want to know at the end. I'm almost 100% sure I saw like when the fire god with his crown. Surtur. Okay, so when he was there destroying he was the Ragnaroking. Hela came up out of the water on these spikes on her way to attack him, and then I saw him Ragnarok his sword through Hela or onto Hela, like through her spike, and she was there, and I saw his sword go over her. But you're convinced that...
Didn't he just swing his sword and bash the buildings and say, I am your reckoning?
He did that, and then
stabbed
yes, he did, but he did it through Hela. I'm pretty sure.
No. She poked him with 2 spikes, and then he was laughing. I'm still gonna Ragnarok. And then she spiked him another time, and then
but I'm pretty sure she was there while he was spiking Asgard. But you guys need to tell us, because Hanco says no, and I say I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
She did. She seemed to be more powerful than Thor, because
she's older than him.
And before he was there, she wielded Mjolnir, the hammer. So she can't really have died.
No, of course not. Of course not. I don't think she died. But I do think he did like spike her, and she's gonna have to recover from that.
And I don't know about the Deadpool theory, but the theory about Thanos secretly falling for...
Is Deadpool Marvel?
Yes.
Good lord, they make good movies.
Damn it.
Thanos has a love interest in Hela. And Hela, I think, uses him for his power, to get power back.
Yeah, you've probably told me 100 times who Thanos is, and I still have no idea.
Guardians of the Galaxy, the guy with the big gory evil guy, the villain of Guardians of the Galaxy.
You mentioned
the guy with the fist thing.
Okay, you mentioned Hela, who is played by Cate Blanchett. You said she was a really good actress in this, and I literally feel 100% the same. I would not replace her with anyone, but when I saw her for the first time, I was like, oh.
Was that it?
Oh, I kind of imagined, and this is just how my mind works, and a lot of our mind works.
Alright.
Just, you know, someone a little bit younger, a little bit like, hotter, you know? I don't know, like, you know, like, Cara Delevingne plays that one villain in...
Yes.
What's the thing? Suicide Squad.
But she's an enchantress.
Yes, but I imagined her looking something like that. Obviously, no one could play the role better than Cate Blanchett.
But you will see, when you see the family of Odin and Frigga and Thor, you will see that she fits as a sister.
Yes, of course, I understand that
and Loki
now.
fits as
but for a second,
brother.
I just wanted her to, like, you know, you're in your mind, we just want everything to be sexy and sex appeal and da-da-da-da.
Because you've heard the villain is coming and you've imagined, alright, Hela.
Hela, and it sounds to me like, I don't know, but I don't even want to include this part in our review because I know that I'm not right, 100% not right.
Yeah, just one part. Small things I see in movies like...
Oh yes.
And
so this is one thing Hanco did not like.
This whole movie, they refer to Odin as father. And she referred to him as father, and it's Asgard, and it's...
And they're old gods, like old.
And she's ruled like many rounds with Odin before. And then she slashed Thor's eye. Then she said, now you remind me of Dad.
And then she says Dad, and to me, I understand, like, for a second, you snapped out of fantasy for a while.
Like this whole thing was so mythological and magical, and then she said Dad. I'm like,
It does to me seem like a little bit of an inconsistency.
You know, the one Infinity Stone, she's gonna learn about all the Infinity Stones and universes
I've heard a little
and
bit
everything.
about Infinity Stone.
Doctor Strange, your favorite superhero, Doctor Strange, has this necklace, the Eye of Agamotto. That's an Infinity Stone. The Time Stone or something. You remember he ate there was an apple and he experimented
yes,
with it.
yeah, I remember that.
Do you think he's gonna fix his eye?
That would be possible.
Or the hammer?
That would be possible.
Because he can do it with the hammer.
Yeah, I get, but he needs to find the dust. It was
because that's a physical place, Norway, where there was with Odin.
Where there was.
If they can just find a piece of the hammer, they can.
That's totally possible. Anything is possible. I mean, this is Marvel. But I wanted to spend some time talking about Valkyrie. Why does she not have a name? Why is she Valkyrie? She's a Valkyrie, but her name isn't Valkyrie. It's not Scrapper 142. When will we find out her name? She's played by Tessa Thompson.
She was good.
Yeah, she was
great.
really good. I loved her character. I loved the way she portrayed her. This stupid dog won't die! Do we find that out later? Is it a spoiler if I go look for it? So, because I've been afraid to go Google it because
I think she's gonna be there because she's on the ship, and then we still have to locate the other Soul Stone.
I don't know what the Soul Stone is. If you guys could summarize in the comment section.
Where do you think
Infinity Stones, like explain it in my, like so that I can understand it, and then for Hanco, where do you think the Infinity Stones are at this moment?
You will see Infinity War, which is the next movie.
When is it coming out?
Next year, May or April, May.
So hopefully by then we will have done quite a few.
Yeah, we need to catch up with.
I need to catch up with these movies. It was a really great movie.
It was insane. We got so much from it. We got personal. He lost an eye.
And I'm interested to what?
Doctor Strange told him like, your brother is a direct threat to Earth, so bringing him here, you need to take him back. And now they're just going with a lot of different shit and
going straight to Earth. So I can't wait to see how Doctor Strange reacts to that. What's going to happen?
So powerful.
Doctor Strange, definitely. Let's talk about him. He made a short cameo, which I loved. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
especially like I have been falling for 30 minutes.
That's the Time Stone.
But I love his cameo and I can't wait to see him play a more active role in future movies.
I'd like to see him and Loki do like a, because they both have magic and,
we'll
then
see.
After that Avengers, I think 4 might just be 490 so many movies. Right, so just my question also, do you think the Soul Stone is in Heimdall because he can see all the souls in the universe?
Do you think an Infinity Stone is inside him?
I don't think he can
maybe the stone is in his eyes, and then he's gonna die, and then he's gonna die, and then that's the only way they're gonna get the stone.
No, he's got a name. He can't die. No.
One last thing that we're gonna try and do in every review.
Every video.
If you were your own character in this movie, where would you place yourself? Who would you be in? Or whose team would you be on? I would want to be Loki's love interest. I think Loki needs a love interest, but it should start like really small and they should hate each other first. That would be interesting. I'd like to see a love interest for Loki.
I'd be on Thor's team, but the one that doesn't die.
Okay.
The one that secretly lives and rejoins the Avengers to fight them.
Okay.
To fight the...
Okay. So let us know if you had a role in this movie, what
would it be?
What would you have wanted to be?
Would you be a character or a different new character?
Would you add a new character? And what would you have done with your character? And yeah, just that would be fun to talk about in the comment section if you guys are interested. Which movie is first? Do you know even? Which Marvel movie was the first Marvel movie to ever come out?
The first one I think is Thor.
Thank you guys.
Find out.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stick around the channel, we'll see you in one of those videos. If you want to wait for our next Marvel movie review, we'll see you then. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. That helps us out a lot.
We're gonna go ahead and make a list of all the Marvel movies that we need to watch in order. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it in a different way. Who cares?
We're gonna have fun with this, and we would really love your feedback and responses and theories and everything you want in the comment section. Yes. And which movie are you most excited for us to review?
Let us know that as well. Yeah. Cheers, guys.